From text file, the fourth formula is reading line by line. At a time you will read one line. You consider a text file matter.txt which contains 3 lines. This is the first line, second line and the third line or the last line. Now here when you press enter key, the invisible character is there, the new line character. Similarly here when you press enter key, the invisible character is there, the new line character, and this is end of the file. Now when we open this text file, we know that this is first line, this is second line, this is the third line or the last line. Program cannot identify the various lines like that. So for the program to identify the various lines, there is a character by the name delimiter character. Till delimiter character, program will take it as one line, and by default the delimiter character is new line, which means while writing the program, if the programmer does not mention the delimiter character, by default it is taken as new line. So for the program, starting from this T till this full stop is taken as the first line because here the delimiter character is there. Similarly, starting from this I till this full stop is taken as the second line because here the delimiter is there. And finally, starting from this I till this full stop is taken as the third line because this is the end of the file. While writing the program, suppose if the programmer changes the delimiter character to full stop. How to change the delimiter character? Later I will explain. Suppose the programmer changes the delimiter character to full stop. Then for the program, the various lines are as follows. Starting from T till E will be taken as the first line because here the delimiter character full stop is there. Starting from this new line till this E will be taken as the second line because here the delimiter is there. Again, starting from this new line till E will be taken as the third line because here the delimiter is there. And finally, end of the file contains a special character by the name EOF. Even though 3 alphabets are there, it is taken as a single character known by the name end of the file character. So while writing the program, if the programmer writes the delimiter character as EOF, then the program will read the complete file in one go or in one pass, that is starting from T till full stop will be read in one go or in one pass. So if you want to read a file completely in one go or in one pass, the delimiter character should be set as end of the file character, capital EOF. So you consider a file matter.txt, 3 lines are there, line 1, line 2, line 3, and here the invisible character new line is there. Step 1, the file must be opened for reading purpose. These are the 3 steps. If stream ifs, ifs.open, if ifs equal to 0, this file reaches random access memory and the file pointer is at the beginning of the file. To read line by line, this is a piece of code that we make use of. Here L should be declared as an array of characters and memory is allocated for the array like this. Once the use is over, close the file. The piece of code should be inside a function and the return type is void. Now let me explain this formula, reading line by line. If stream ifs, ifs.open, if ifs equal to 0, when these 3 statements are executed, as you know, this file reaches random access memory and the file pointer is at the beginning of the file. ifs.eof, it returns 0 as answer because end of the file not reached. The file pointer is here, not 0. And 0 equal to 0 is correct. So control comes inside. to read line by line, the getLine function is there. It is a public member function of the ifstream class, so it should be called using this object ifs.getLine. GetLine function takes three arguments. Argument 1, the name of the character array where you are going to save each and every line. Second argument, the maximum size of the line, and the maximum size of a line is the same as the size of this character array, because if the size of the character array is 250, you cannot store more than 250 characters in this line. So the second argument is the maximum size of a line, or in other words, the size of this character array. And the third argument is the delimiter character. So if you don't put this comma, if you don't write the delimiter character, by default it is new line character. So if you want to make the delimiter character full stop, here use full stop. If you want to make the delimiter character end of the file, here write capital EOF. So getLine is a public member function of the ifstream class, so it should be called using this object ifs.getLine. ifs.getLine takes three arguments. Argument 1, the name of the character array where you plan to save each and every line. Second argument, the size of the character array, here 250, is sufficiently large size. And the third argument, the delimiter character. Now ifs.getLine does two things. One, from the current file pointer position, it reads one line and stores in this character array L. So here the first line comes. So T comes at L of 0, H comes at L of 1, and so on. Anyway, the first line comes in this character array, this one. Now ifs.getLine changes the file pointer. So file pointer is placed after the delimiter character. Here the invisible character new line is there. So after this delimiter character, the file pointer is placed. So even if 100 new line characters are there, the pointer will be placed after those 100 new line characters, which means now the file pointer is at the beginning of the second line. You can see the file pointer is at the beginning of the second line. Now cout output operator L. So this character array displayed in the computer's monitor, and because of this end L, cursor goes to next line. You can see. And because of this end L, cursor goes to next line. Because of this keyword, statement repeats. EOF returns 0 as answer because the file pointer is here, end of the file not reached, not means 0, and 0 equal to 0, correct, it comes inside, control comes inside. ifs.getLine, two things. One, from the current file pointer position, it reads a line and stores in this character array. So this is overwritten. Yeah, so it is the second line. The second line comes here. I comes at L of 0, T comes at L of 1. Here the space character is there. So space comes at L of 2, and so on. Now ifs.getLine does the second thing. It changes the file pointer. Remember, the pointer will be placed after the delimiter character. So here the invisible character new line is there. It will be placed after the delimiter character, which means the beginning of the third line. Now cout output operator L. So this character array displayed in the computer's monitor. You can see that. And because of this end L, not because of the delimiter character here, because of this end L, the cursor goes to next line. Again, because of this while loop, statement repeats. Now EOF, it returns 0 as answer because the file pointer is here. 0 equal to 0. Correct. Control comes inside. ifs.getLine, two things. From the current file pointer position, it reads the third line and stores here. So the third line or the last line comes here. You can see. Now ifs.getLine changes the file pointer. So now the file pointer is at the end of the file. Now cout output operator L. So this character array displayed in the computer's monitor. And because of this end L, cursor goes to next line. Because of this while loop, statement repeats. ifs.eof returns 1 as answer because end of the file reached. Success 1 and 1 equal to 0. Wrong. So you exit from while loop, and ifs.close means this file removed from computer's memory. So if you want to read line by line, this is the formula or the piece of code that you should make use of. And in order to get the first character of a line, you can use L of 0. So L of 0 will contain the first character of each and every line.